Hi guys, so this is my analysis on SRP. What am I expecting on SRP down? SRP did its magic. Look at that bullish move. Yes, I was expecting SRP to go bullish, right? I was expecting SRP to my if you watch my previous analysis on SRP, my target was 0.6336, right, which is my negative 27% fib level. So I was expecting like a bullish move on XRP. Wasn't expecting it yet with that spike. This was a really big spike, engulfing spike right here right now. So you know that my target is always around these two targets. My targets are always my negative 27% level and my negative 61% level. Those are my targets, and we know we can be currently around that targets right here. We can see right around here it has gotten to my target and overpassed my target right now. So I'm going to analyze right now based on the current price market since my previous market has been done, right? Now let's see what we are looking at. So I'm going to do like a fresh analysis on SRP since my current analysis has been done. So let me go to a bigger time frame. If you watched my analysis before, you know I mostly do top-down analysis. I go to a bigger time frame to a smaller time frame. That is how I've always analyzed. So now based on this is the monthly time frames. So I'm going to do my analysis and go down. So that's go. Now I'm going to push to the downside and draw more trend lines just to see what I'm expecting the market. This simplifies what we're expecting in the market. So there is a trend line that can also be here. So I see it like every time frame tells a story on what we are expecting next, right? So okay, now that we've seen that, let's see what we can do again. What next we can do again is I can draw a line right around here. So we can do a line has been drawn here. So what am I expecting now? We can see this crazy candle broke off the structure right here. We saw it broke off zone right here. This crazy candle broke it off. At least I'm expecting a bit of a retest, and especially if I use my fib from point A to point B, especially because we are rejecting off of my negative 61.8% fib level, whereas I see a possibility of it continue to drop to the downside, at least to this zone right here. Let me go to a smaller time frame and see what we are expecting. We can see this weak rejection right here, so I'm expecting a bit of a push to the downside, to be honest. Let's go back to a smaller time frame. Exactly, so I see this one giving me a little bit more let's say more price action to work with right here. So I can do point A from this spike here to this spike here to get my target. So we can see here. Perfect. So what am I still expecting, right? I'm expecting a push to the downside, to be honest. Based on this giving me, I can see this is like an impulse here, probably a correction, and continue to push the downside. Like majority of you know, if you've been watching my analysis, my first target is always my negative 61.8. Sorry, my negative 20, my negative 27 down, my negative 27% level. That's always my first target, and my second target is always my negative 61.8% level based on Fibonacci and market structure. So like I said, because they're still expecting it to at least get to this zone right here for a retest, which aligns with my negative 27% level right here. So based on what I'm seeing, let me go to a smaller time frame to see if I can see more action. Yeah, so based on what I'm seeing right here, right, just because there's a weak rejection, big weak rejections around this area right here, I see the different possibility, right? There's a possibility that we are just currently at around this structure right here, retesting the structure and continue to push to the downside. That's first scenario I'm saying, because we can see there's a other block here, right? Other block right here, OB right here, right? And it's come here to refill the other block. And if I zoom in a little bit, let me see. If I zoom in a little bit, we can see rejected of this level, and we came with this engulfing candle. So there's a possibility that it's just coming here to retest and continue to push to the downsides to my target, my first target, or my second target right here, right? And another possibility I'm also seeing is because of this weak rejection right here, sometimes it come up a little bit to feeling almost all that weak rejection before we now continue to the downside. So it will probably be given like an M pattern, which is like a double top right here, and double top is also like a reversal pattern. So there's a possibility we might come to my deeper levels, my deeper fib level, which is my 88.6% level and my 78.6% level. I call those like a deeper fib level. So there's a possibility because of this week, like I said, we might push to this deeper level right here before we now continue to push to the downside. That is something I want us to take note of. Or we might start coming from here, because like I said, there was an other block here. It came to retest that other block. So there's a possibility it might just continue to push to the downside. So those are my both scenarios that I'm going to draw. So I see it's something like this, then coming to the target, right? That's my first instance. And my second instance is it might still push up a little bit before we now come down to my other one. So I can change the color of that. So those are my two thoughts on SRP, guys. Hope this is insightful. Don't forget to share, comment, and like. And I'll see you in my next analysis. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you in my next analysis.